Here is another pandemic highlight. Uh, Millions of people are facing eviction and homelessness uh, due to the fact that a lot of people have lost their jobs or were temporarily laid off and could not afford all their bills. And even though the US government can give billions of dollars to various corporations and wealthy citizens, they cannot do anything to actually help the poor citizens. First round of stimulus for direct payments to the citizens of $1,200, and the unemployment benefits were good, but not good enough. They're reducing the unemployment benefits to $100 and giving another $1,200 check. The first round did not do enough, and the second round will do even less. There needs to be some type of like moratorium on various bills so that people can keep their houses and their cars, as well as a stop to the evictions so that millions of people don't go homeless. It's going to wreck the economy even more than what they think it will.
And when many fear we may be on the precipice of enormous pain for tens of thousands of American families who are now worried about both a reduction in federal aid and about being kicked out of their homes. ABC's Zorine Shah is in our LA bureau with much more on this. Zorine, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. 12 million American households missed their last rent. 23 million don't know if they're going to make the next one. I spoke to 3 of those people. They say rent was hard to meet before the pandemic, and now it's not even one of the first things they're trying to pay off. The pandemic is taking a toll on the country's health. Now many fearing it's coming for their homes.
It's a health crisis that became an economic crisis alongside it.
Economists predicting more job losses ahead, and that means more Americans unable to pay rent. These Angelinos, 3 of over 12 million nationwide who have fallen behind.
What I'm facing is months of rent as debt.
I haven't paid my rent since April, which would mean I owe right now $4,000.
Coming into COVID, we were already in a housing crisis.
Until today, a third of renters were protected by a federal eviction moratorium, meaning they could not be kicked out of their homes even if they didn't pay their rent. A number of states and cities like Los Angeles have broader protections, but some renters don't know how long those protections will last.
What are your plans if you get evicted?
I don't know, maybe living in our car, facing homelessness for real.
And at least one joins some 30 million unemployed Americans who will lose the extra $600 a week benefit program Congress put in place during the pandemic.
I am expecting to get my first payment from unemployment with the $600 additional. I have not received it yet, and I understand that this is it. This is the first and last I might see of it.
These women hoping they get help soon, saying rent isn't even the number one thing they're struggling to pay right now with the little cash they have.
We have to think about whether we buy milk, we pay our electric bill, or we pay our rent. And at this point, what we're saying it's no, enough is enough. We need to buy food to survive.
Because we don't know what the future looks like right now. We just need to be as prepared as we possibly can.
Leaders in Washington are still trying to work out an extension of the unemployment benefit. No deal yet, though. And even if one is reached, at this point, there's going to be a gap in assistance coming at a time when so many are on the verge of eviction.